With serious doubts now on whether the foreign minister will go ahead with his visit to China, India, it seems, is hardening its position. NDTV has learned that India wants China to first restore the status quo in the contentious Daulat Beg Oldi region of Ladakh before discussing demands which have been made by China elsewhere.
The Chinese are showing no signs of a change of heart on its Ladakh incursion. India cannot make up its mind how to respond, whether to send a strong signal and cancel the foreign minister's visit to Beijing. The visit is now less than a week away. Officially, the foreign ministry maintains Salman Khurshid's visit is still on.
As regards speculation, I think the External Affairs Minister himself has said this, that he intends to go to Beijing. And that's the last word on this.
Top sources, however, admit the government is under tremendous pressure and a political call is yet to be made. Both the opposition and the government's own allies want tough action, as the Chinese and Indian soldiers remain locked in a face-to-face situation. To counter the internal political storm, India has its soldiers deployed right opposite the Chinese tents. With the Chinese refusing to relent and the government unsure, the opposition NDA today visibly shifted gears on the aggressive Chinese move in Ladakh. They walked up to the President of India with a complaint.
चीन जो कुछ कर रहा है उसके कारण क्या दोबारा कोई वैसी दुर्घटना तो नहीं घटेगी जैसी 62 में देश ने देखी.
The NDA memorandum to President Pranab Mukherjee has one significant line, that the government must govern or it must go. The BJP's aggression on the Chinese incursion or the Sarabjit incident is an indicator that the BJP, which has been attacking the UPA government on the issue of disarray on domestic issues, is now targeting Prime Minister Manmohan Singh for failing at the international level. In a first for India, competitive politics is undoing an old tradition of political consensus on foreign policy issues. That is why the government today moved in to ensure that the majority in both the houses was with its initiatives. To improve its numbers, the government went back to Mulayam Singh Yadav, who till yesterday was breathing fire on the Chinese incursion.
चीन सबसे बड़ा धोखेबाज देश है, सबसे बड़ा धोखेबाज देश. इसे सरकार से मेरी अपील है कि चीन के किसी भी तरह से देश के बारे में विश्वास नहीं करें. हमारी फौज से डिस्कस करें, तीनों चीफ को बुलाएं, बातचीत करें और चीनियों को हटाए, खदेड़े वहाँ से.
चीन के लोग जो धीरे धीरे हमारी हद में जो आ रहे हैं, मैं समझती हूँ बहुत गंभीर मामला है और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को इसको मामले को लाइटली नहीं लेना चाहिए, गंभीरता से लेना चाहिए और समय से ठोस कदम उठाने चाहिए.
Mulayam Singh Yadav may be placated, but the BJP, which started late on the issue, is now eyeing the Chinese presence in Ladakh as a poll issue. For the government, it's a case of the enemy at the border, strengthening the rival within. With Nitin Gokhale in Delhi, Rahul Srivastava for NDTV.
Well, a couple of issues as the foreign minister looks at whether or not he's actually going to go to Beijing, because there have been no clear signals from China on whether he should actually come. The question that we're looking at now is whether India needs to finally be more proactive as far as China and that standoff in Ladakh is concerned. Joining us, Major General Sheru Thaplyal. He's somebody who's served a great deal of time over there, knows that area like the back of his hand. Bharat Karnad, Research Professor in National Security Studies at the Center for Policy Research. Thanks very much for being with us. Abid Rasul Khan of the Congress is back with us once again, as is Najma Heptullah. Najma ji, if I can come back to you, is it necessarily mature for the BJP to keep making demands that India needs to be more proactive against China in that particular area? It's very difficult for all sorts of military reasons as well, and is it in our interests to actually escalate this into a potential regional conflict? Najma ji, can you hear me? All right, we don't seem to have that line with her at this.
Yes, I can hear
all right,
you.
Najma ji, I just want, the question I'm asking you is that, is it wise for the BJP at this stage to actually push to escalate the situation potentially by asking for more action. The government feels that wait and watch is the best way forward.
You see, we met the Honorable President today. Not only the BJP but the entire NDA leadership and members of Parliament called on the Honorable President. He listened to us. Mr. Advani, who is the chairman of the NDA, explained very clearly, and our leader, our President, Mr. Rajnath Singh ji also spoke. The main thing what we are concerned is that the government should take into confidence the other opposition parties also, because it is not a matter just for the government, it's a matter concerning the whole nation.
You don't have a position,
And
ma'am,
what
at
is
this
the
stage on
situation?
whether India should
Government
be more
has never
proactive with
tried.
China. All you're trying to say is that the opposition needs to be brought into confidence.
Will you please let me complete my sentence? Whatever we told the President, it is being explained to the press by our spokesperson. I cannot add anything to it. But my concern as a citizen and a member of the BJP, of the opposition party, is that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, whose name the Congress invokes every now and then, used to take his chief ministers also into confidence. And here the leaders in Delhi are not taken into confidence. The major opposition party, the other opposition parties, the Congress or the UPA should take them into confidence and tell them what is the situation.
Abid Rasool Khan,
What
isn't
we
that a
hear
very fair
is through
demand from the
newspaper,
BJP that
through
look,
the
everybody
media.
needs to know, because India's position seems to so many people seems to be ambiguous. We're just waiting and watching while they are apparently 19 kilometers inside what we believe is our territory.
Vishnu, there are two things. One is, as Nazma ji is saying, that the opposition needs to be taken into confidence. We have nothing against that. We would be very happy to take them into confidence. But the fact remains, and the fact is that BJP does not want to come into confidence, does not want to discuss, does not want to debate. They only want to boycott everything, starting from the speaker down to the CBI. So in such a situation, when they go back on their word in the parliament and start abusing Congress, and they expect the Congress to bend down their heads and sit there silently, so that is where the differences arose. If there have been a positive response from them, if they would have sat down and debated, they would have been taken into confidence in the highest authority, that is the Parliament of India. Now, my point here is, BJP's whole drama of this going and meeting the president and all that is not very clear. You can, like as you asked them about their policy, they are not clear on the policy. Their whole drama is towards Karnataka and the voting which is going to happen there on Sunday.
Okay.
But the people of India have looked through that. The people of India also knows that the topographical area where this intrusion of China has happened, it's a bulge wedge next to Karakoram Pass, where the Chinese have come and squat at a border. So we are not going to leave 1 inch of our land. We have not left 1 inch of our land in the last 32 years. Our diplomacy is being
But you've
geared
got
up.
somebody else on our land apparently.
Yes.
I just want to come
I'm
across
coming to that. Well, let me complete it. Very small.
Yeah,
I will finish
yeah,
it off.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we have got lot of more firearm in our hands by diplomatic standoff, trade also, and the premier's visit also. We will use everything required to get back those people to their line of control. I can assure you that.